Welcome to Successful Tradings, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Tradings.
Hello, welcome to Successful Tradings, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Tradings.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Successful Tradings. It is Friday. Could you believe it? The first week of February, it's already in. So glad. For those who are here in the live chat, say hello, Mr. Beautiful Gates, Mr. Ryan, Miss Marcy. Glad to have you on board. There's so much going on. I studied the pre-market. But today I feel like I've been studying for a long time. I studied a lot today. First of all, I would like to apologize for I have so many requests because there's a lot of people who actually a lot of people, relatively speaking, obviously, by our standard here at Successful Trading, who have reached out or who had pending questions, emails from me. I think I'm almost 95% done, maybe 90. Let's keep it measurable. So if I haven't replied to your question, please, it's just that there has been a lot going on in terms of inquiries that I have been receiving. But I try my best today to go through the email and the inquiries and reply to everybody. Those in the Discord, I should pretty much be on board with everybody. So if you ask something, please forgive me this week because I know there is always that one person that, hey, they ask a question and maybe I haven't gotten back to them. So I apologize for that. In due time, I will definitely make sure that by the end of the weekend, I am on top of everything. All right. Well, folks, a stock market technical analysis daily on here for us yesterday. The whole week, if you were with us, for those who are with us every morning on here, remember how we started the week? We closed bearish last Friday, and then this week we started with a gap. And let's say the major indexes, SPY, QQQ, IWM, they have just been streaking upward and upward. Yesterday, the market was moving relatively in a good fashion. We had opportunities, some of the opportunities yesterday for us. We took day trade on IWM. Remember IWM? We talked about IWM saying, the resistance was at 215. Before you know it, it will be tracking to 220 by Friday. Well, IWM, if at least, I don't know, the last time that I looked in pre-market as I was busy doing a lot of studying, IWM in pre-market was printing above 220, if my memory serves me right, as I struggled to get that price on here. So it wasn't the only one. The Qs have been tracking up as well. SPY itself, folks, it dawned on me this morning. I do have the trade, but I haven't been managing it because I just set up that trade, I think on Monday, I believe. I think the 390 call on SPY, and I've left them there because I've seen this movie before. So right now it's at 398. So 2 points is less than 0.6%, 0.7% to gain further for those to be in the money. Let's see what happened. Some other activities here. So like GME, we did traded GME puts yesterday, the 30 puts. Yeah, they were over $30 out of the money, but from 20 cents to 75 cents, folks, these are the type of things that happen in the markets. For those who in our Discord, I think you may have seen Netflix popped out a little bit under, so that though it wasn't sustainable, but it was I think we used the 600 calls from 35 to 70 or 70, it popped to maybe 75, 80, thereabout. There are opportunities, folks, if you are patient and disciplined to see what you can take out of this market. Speaking of patience and discipline, today is going to be a test of that because it's earnings season, right? So I told you that I was studying a lot. I was studying because there are so many things. I think without even counting the so-called short squeeze trade per se. I'm counting over 6 stock, 7 stock. 6 is in French. 7 stock that's got my interest in pre-market, but we cannot trade them all. So today is gonna be one of those days to definitely pick. Oh, I will be remiss if I didn't mention a trade that's for us in the Discord even before the short squeeze started. I wanted to make sure to clarify that it wasn't one of those short squeeze. MARK. It's a tiny stock from China. We posted that in our trade ideas, which is open to everybody in our Discord, right? Not just the subscriber. When it was at $2 something. Well, we took the 4 and we say that for us, the way that we're going to be tracking this, take advantage of this momentum because we have seen that on the chart before. Again, that's the study part of the chart. We say that every month, because it only has monthly option, we're going to pick the highest strike that the market makers are offering. At the time, they were only offering 4 call strike. So for February, the 3rd February of the third Friday of February, easy for you to say, Telex, meaning I usually refer to it as Feb, apostrophe, if you will, 21. That's mean the 3rd Friday of February, which happens to be February the 19th. At the time, they were offering only the 4 calls. So we loaded on those, and that stock has been tracking now. I think is trading maybe at $4.20. So those are the type of thing, and not just me, other traders actually have been posting ideas on there, but you still need to do your due diligence, which case take us back to studying. Yeah, you see that pattern on there. There's money to be made in this market. The skills as we think we provide you here at Successful Trading will help you, assist you into enhancing your ability to study the market, and thus you will be finding yourself in great opportunities. Somebody who study and who doesn't need any introduction. It seems like every single day, Mr. Andrew, who just walked in the live chat, he posts his stock. He usually just put the name of the stock. So, Mr. Andrew, could you sometime please give us a chart, if you don't mind, of the stock that you post? No, but Mr. Andrew has been doing great here. I mean, it's not me. You just have to go inside of our Discord, go to the winner section, and you will see the work that Mr. Andrew has been putting in. So great stuff out there. So today, let's try to very quickly go through the ETF, the 30,000 feet view. Today is Friday, so meaning everything goes. On Friday, we love Fridays. We love Fridays. This by now, you have not had a game plan for Fridays, then what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Let's just recap some of the things that for us we do on Friday, right? So on Fridays we have been providing our subscribers the so-called lotos. Yeah, you are to be able to have a strategy now just called lotos. Yes, and as we're saying that, I'm all over the place. I apologize. You know how I roll, right? So usually I start with one train of thought and then I just go all over the place. I need to grab a video on here and paste it here again, please, because for those in our system and those not in our system, it's important that I make sure that I convey this information. I forgot to paste it last time inside of the Discord, but I think I did afterwards. So this is how to trade to use successful trading trades alerts. I'm getting so many questions about this. You have no idea. So I recently took the time. I recorded a 30-minute video. Fine by me. If you want to watch that video, I don't know, at 1.25 speed, 1.30 speed, but whatever that you need, you are to be doing, please. The knowledge is there. Yeah. So that's our library under the reference points onto, and we include this in the onboarding document for everybody who join our subscription plan. But I want to put it out there because some traders, when they are considered, they usually start with, okay, they watch this video, this pre-markets, and then after a while they're like, okay, let me make the jump. This guy every morning he's here. So it must mean that he knows what he's talking about. There was, that's exactly that. If I had a penny for every time that I heard, yeah, when I watch your video, you look like you know what you're talking about. Yeah, because just like anybody, if you have been doing something for a while, eventually, if you have a passion for it, like me with trading, you will develop the skills and you will have a tendency to get good at it. So hence for us, we talk about the discipline, the investing time in it, because there's a difference between me waking up in the morning and telling you go trade X versus you after a while saying, coming to the point where, hey, not that you don't need me to give you a trade, but you know how to go about figuring out what to trade in each and every day. That's our goal for our subscriber on here. Meaning, the knowledge is more important than the actual fact. Because with the knowledge, oh boy, you can do. The sky is the limit. As we approach 9 a.m. Eastern in New York and in Montreal, we are Friday, February the 5th. Oh, yeah, I need to send happy birthday to somebody for today. Yeah, let me take a note of that completely. That's a sad note. So, but back to trading. So 9 a.m. Eastern time in Montreal and in New York. This is Stock Market Technical Analysis Daily on Successful Trading. Next section on here, let's take a look at SPY, QQQ, IWM very quickly before we dive into the slew of moving stocks in these pre-markets, because earnings, this is the mix, the lion's share of the earnings season, right? So yesterday after hours and this morning, there are a lot of stocks obviously that had earnings. So we have to choose, folks. Yeah, because let's say on a Friday like this one, remember one of the trades, folks, that's we like your momentum trade, meaning that day one, day two, right? So let's say stock that had earnings, let's say on Wednesday, they are still in play today. Never forget about that. Yeah. So we are going to go through this very quickly. So let's start very quickly here. What do I need to do? I just need to go to TradingView and unpack the standard the starting point on SPY on here. Okay, so let's see SPY just very quickly. I mean, we talk about SPY each and every day, right? So it shouldn't be something new here. So here's the 1 hour chart. And yesterday we closed at 386.14. This morning, starting at 387.77. It even prints, how much did it print? 388 SPY printed. Whereas for us, in reference to the upper Bollinger, is right outside the upper Bollinger. So that pretty much tell you. But look at this trick here, folks. Yeah, from last Friday, posting higher highs each and every day. Here you go. This is how this, and we saw that pattern here. We told you about this pattern here that, hey, they typically will do this. The crossover never happened between the EMA 8 and the EMA 20. Just head fake, and then they go the other way. So that was swift of them that are there on SPY. QQQ, carbon copy of SPY. Yeah, we know why, because the main constituent of SPY, they are also the top 10, at almost identical top 10 for QQQ. So that's where those two are. 330 under. That's just wow. That's just wow, folks. Last but not least, our friend IWM. Nice trade for yours truly yesterday on IWM. Because that's when we're expecting it. It just spent not much, and just in one day. So you see the level of patience. Payday actually, because this candle here on Wednesday or the candle here on Tuesday, unless you bought it at the bottom exactly, let's say at the low here of 210, but that 210 to 213 didn't give much. Yesterday, a bigger candle, so a bigger payouts. We have talked about patience in the week on here, trading weekly option. Really, the second part of the week, starting Wednesday, Thursday. But from a trader perspective, there's that discipline that's needed. So this morning, this thing is gapping way up outside of the upper Bollinger. So my target was 220. Well, here it is, posting even further than that. So that's what's going on with the ETFs. All right, let's take a look at Finviz. Finviz is another one that I'm getting a lot of questions, even on the video that's already posted on YouTube. I need to create a video here for to really just on Finviz, and I'm going to use, most likely, I'm going to use Mr. Andrew a trade on W, because because that strategy there help explain exactly one way, because not the only way, right? For us on here, we use it to feed into the GangstA trade, but I'm going to keep it simple in terms of a swing trade, actually applying which that Mr. Andrew applied on the stock W about a couple of weeks ago, and then show that, and then show what we posted afterward, because there was a slew of stock that matched the same criteria. So very good. This morning on here, this is what we have with our normal filtering, usual filtering grader, optionable over $20, above 1 million. And this morning, we can see that pin interest, for instance, which has earning yesterday, it's a gapper, 10% after earnings. ATVI, Activision Blizzard, it's another one. Who else do we know on here? Sony Corporation. I haven't traded that one in it recently. Hey, what a surprise! GM is up. GM is up. Here's a stock that I've been seeing lately. Oh my goodness, this is how they start. I've been seeing this. I mean, you know, I have a Wooble account, so I see reports and what people post in the community. Churchill Capital Corp. This is a type of stock, you see, was doing nothing until mid-January, and boom, $15, now $31. Just, we have talked about this type of pattern before. I don't know anything about this stock, right? But this is the value of Finway. So for people who are asking me, hey, in the videos, the video, could you do a video specifically what made you the charts will get us into trade. Something is moving. If a stock is moving, we trade it. So this chart on here right now, there are only two things. Either this momentum carries on, or this stock will find its way to come back to support. Let's say the most recent support here overall on the chart. You can ask me why, or if you are not familiar with support and resistance, but it's $20, right? So for me, how would I be going about trading this thing? I can trade this to say, okay, this recent momentum here, how long did it take it? Over, let's say, a couple of weeks. So I can go depending on what type of option CCV. Again, this is a teaching moment, right? Trust me, I didn't even prepare this one. I'm doing this on the fly because my interest here this morning is to talk about pins and all of the one that we know already. But I just happened to this stock. I've been seeing it for a while on here, CCVI. I don't know anything about it. But that doesn't preclude me from. It's a shell company in the financial industry. Fantastic. What else is the chart telling me? It has had a somewhat type of wild momentum on here. So the next bid up, the next level up, most likely $50, and then or the $20 if it has to retrace. End of story. That's how you go about doing that. So pins has earning, and so it's a potential for a GangstA trade. As simply as that. If you don't know what a GangstA trade is, go to successfultradings.com, book an appointment. We will explain to you what does. If you go to Google and trying to search the word GangstA trade, I'm not sure if you're going to find it. If you go to YouTube, I'm hoping that if you put in GangstA trade, YouTube will return our videos. So, so I'm trying to save you some time on there. So and there are many more. Or there are many more. This morning the market is just gapping. So that I know of on here on this list. But that's how we use this tiny setup here with the scanner. So on the other direction, SKX, yeah, this one actually, I am very familiar with it. I'm so familiar with it that I was busy studying it this morning, and the outcome of that study is published inside of the GangstA Trade Room for the subscriber of Successful Trading. That part, that's on me. So meaning I can teach you what I was studying this morning, and we do that here. We teach that. It's part of something we call quantitative analysis research, and that's a document that's privy to our subscribers. So that's what I can see on there. So as subscriber, they already know how we are going to be trading SKS on there. So other stock on here on the bearish dashboard this morning, Peloton. I believe had earnings. Actually, this is what you can do, right? So let's showcase here. So after you have this condition, these filters, 3 filters just in terms of reducing the list, there are over 4,000 stock in the New York Stock Exchange that are optionable. Yeah. So here you can say you want, let's say if your strategy this morning is to focus only on stock that had earnings yesterday. Yeah. Actually, if I go to custom, what happened? Perfect. Okay. I don't think I've done this before. Because somebody could say, but Telex, instead of doing one by one, yeah, you guys can see everything, right? So here, in terms of earning, I can then do this. Yeah, I can say yesterday before market open, because that's those stocks they're going to be on day +1 momentum. Yeah. Today before market open, that's the day 0 and then yesterday after market close, obviously those are the prime ones. Tomorrow before market open, there is no tomorrow, but you could come here and do a combination on here or filtering. And let me just show the entire screen. Okay, yeah. So for me, I'm selecting yesterday after market close, today before the market open, and yesterday before market open. With this, you should always, during earnings season, so earnings season goes from January 15 to February 15, thereabout, but really to the end of February. You come each and every morning, you do this. You learn through successful trading how to trade a GangstA trade. You will always have trades. So Snap on here is another one that had earnings, I think yesterday after market close, so it was further in the list. But here's the list on here. Just out of the top 3, I don't know anything about Unity Software. Yeah. So, but the next 3, I know something about them. That's pretty much give you 3 trades right there. SKX, which our subscriber already know about. Peloton, that's a stock that we are familiar with on here, I believe. And Snap, who doesn't know about Snap? And for our subscribers, it's one of the 3 GangstA trades that we gave this morning. What else on here? This is just on the bearish side. So 3 trades already. My friend, that's significant right there. So then, if we want to filter by the other direction, same thing. Terra Data Corporation. Oh my goodness, that stock is just on fire. Look at this. Woo, woo. Yep, breakout above 25, sideways, and then boom. We have seen this pattern a great deal recently. Estee Lauder. I mean, this I don't know how liquid are those options, but we talk pins. It's just that the implied volatility on pins, that we showed it yesterday, right? Was it in the 300? We showed implied volatility through the option chain of pins and Snap yesterday. If you were not with us in that show, go watch that video. It's posted on YouTube. You just filter by dates, each and every date. So in terms of stocks, that's for us. We are talking this morning because certain people do that. So let's recap on here very quickly as we approach 6:12 Pacific time in Southern California. So pins, it's starting bullishly about plus 11%. ATVI. So I told you this morning we have an embarrassment of choices. Who else is of interest to us on here? Gilead, but I don't know. That's a wacky stock. The subscribers, they are familiar with this one, Win. Yeah. And again, I studied a lot today. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I had a question. One of the questions in the email that I was answering earlier today was, hey, Telex, do you have a study that can tell, or no, or it wasn't a study. The question was more like, do you recommend a stock that you know that they are going to gap up for the next week? The gap. I mean, actually, I think the question was precisely gap up. If I tell you that I did, no, I don't have such a study, except when I come across our quant analysis, because remember what our quant analysis does, right? You look at day 1, day 2, day 3, the 3 days after earnings, and then give us data and information on how the behavior of a certain stock is. Well, here's something, my friend. If let's say the stock has earnings after market close on Thursday, or before market opens on Friday, or after market close on Friday, right? Day plus 1 is going to be on Monday, or day plus 2 is going to be on Monday. Yeah. So for us, through that study, we are able to answer that question. The stock that you're looking at right now obeys to that. So to the person who asked the question, I didn't have at the time, but at the time I was answering my email, I gave you the answer that no, I do not have a full research to back that up, to be able to give that advice consistently. But when I come across that, when I'm studying the quant analysis document, we encourage each and everybody to have. So if you're a subscriber, I don't know which package that we're putting it now, but that document, you can find yourself with that document. So win for next week, but this is no secret, right? For our subscriber, they got the list of the alerts yesterday. Yes, here at Successful Trading, we know ahead of time what we are trading next week. So meaning I'm giving up the ghost. Win is one of the alerts for next week. And the quant analysis shows that it's a potential gap up for Monday. Well, I hope that will be worth the price of admission for you deciding to come here on this show this morning. All right, as I take a look inside of the live chats, CCIV is a SPAC that is possibly going to merge with Lucid Motors. Lucid will be a big Tesla competitor. The merger has not been confirmed as yet. My 2 cents. Okay. Okay. I just look at the chart of that. Was that CCIV? Yeah, it was that chart where it was just bullish. I don't know any news about it, but the chart tells me what I need to know in order for me to trade it. Okay, folks. Let's see. So we went through the list of all the opportunities. For me, really, my challenge this morning is discipline, not overtrade. And with a moving market like this one, just focus on the best available opportunities. If there are no further questions, I'm going to be needing the time. I'm going to be needing the 15 minutes to be able to put in my GangstA trade for pre-market. That's the story for today, folks. Everybody have a great weekend. And God willing, we shall return next week. Same place, same time, same actors as our numbers. We have 13 concurrent viewers this morning. Thank you for the like, for those who are giving, if you like the content of this show. And if you have any questions, please send us, or you can go to our website, send us an inquiry. And I can promise, really, I try as much as possible to get back to everybody in due time. It may take a few days like this week because there were a lot of those type of inquiries and questions, but that's my goal on here, to continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Bye bye, everybody.